Good morning and aloha. I'm so thankful you guys could be here this morning. I'd like to talk to you for a few minutes about the best way to ask for a raise. This is something that all of us will encounter in our professional careers, and it can be scary and daunting at first, but it doesn't have to be. But first let's start with a joke. Once there was this maid, and she thought that she deserved a raise. So she went to her boss and she said, "Milady, I deserve a raise." And the lady says, "Really? Why do you think you deserve a raise?" And she said, "Well, first of all, I iron better than you." The lady was just shocked and she said, "Who said that to you?" And she says, "Why, your husband." And the maid said, "Secondly, I'm a better cook than you." And the lady said, "Really? Who told you that?" And the maid said, "Why, your husband." And the lady was just appalled, and the maid says, "And lastly, I'm a better lover than you." And the lady at this point says, "Oh, did my husband tell you that?" And she says, "Nope, the gardener did." At this point, the lady replied, "All right, how much do you want?" While this might not seem like the best idea for ask for a raise, here are some top 5 reasons or ways that you could ask for a raise. Number 1, you should know the worth of your job. Number 2, you should be realistic. 3, focus on selling yourself and not begging. Number 4, don't wait until your performance review. And number 5, know your boss's personality. Number 1, know the worth of your job. It's a good idea to know how much other people are getting paid for your same position in your field. You can do this several ways. One way is my husband checks Craigslist several times a week to see what other employers are paying their journeyman electrician. It's easy to overlook this when you have been at the same job for many years. You might not realize that you are quite overdue for a raise. Just like housing prices go up and down, so do the rates for certain professions. Number 2, be realistic. Just like you wouldn't pay the price for a brand new Mercedes for an old Chevy, you shouldn't expect to get paid more than your rate for your job. Now let's say that you already are at the top of your pay. You can consider asking for a title change. While this might not bring any pay immediately, when you switch to a new company or so, it could definitely be getting paid more. Number 3, focus on selling yourself and not begging. Do you have 20 little mouths to feed at home? Or are you super in debt? These are not good reasons for a raise. While these things are very important to you, they're not your employer's problem. You need to explain to your boss why you deserve that raise. What have you done lately that deserves such special treatment? You should come prepared with specific examples to back up your reasons for a raise. Number 4, don't wait for your performance review. Now I'm sure you're thinking, but I thought this was a good idea. Well, actually, what you may not know is that your managers meet prior to your performance review and have already made decisions about salaries. It's good to come to your employer with a well-organized idea of why you deserve a raise so that they have time to draw their conclusions before they meet with you. And number 5, consider your boss's personality. Some managers like to have assertive sales pitches or data-driven presentations. It's important to also know when to ask your boss based on his personality. The best time to ask for a raise would be after completing a very challenging project or perhaps after you've been given new responsibilities. But if you've just missed your goals or had a major screw-up, it's probably not the best idea to ask for a raise. So let's look over the ways to ask for a raise. Number 1, focus on the worth of your job. 2, be realistic about what you're asking for. 3, focus on selling yourself, not begging. Remember that you deserve this raise. 4, don't wait until your performance review. And 5, know your boss's personality. If you consider these 5 simple tips, you too will find yourself with a raise, just like my friend Kevin.
Can't imagine why people stand up for Andy.
Do you like apples? 'Cause I just got a raise. How do you like them raises?
Thank you so much. This concludes my presentation. At this time, I'd like to see if there's any questions. Thank you.